how different exactly are these two together if they claim to do the same thing? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a comparison on RIT's denim blue dye versus the bold blue dye. So this one right here can be found individually, but this one right here can only be found in this kit right here, which is the Back to Blue kit. So this kit comes with the dye, a dye fixative, and then some gloves. I'm a huge fan of the original Back to Black kit. That one, 100% worth it. So once I saw this one that they came out with the blue version, I was like, wait, I need to try it out. I need to test if it works as well. But I did notice that this is meant for obviously denim dyes to get your jeans to look a little bit darker. But then I noticed that they already had this dye right here, which is the denim blue. So I was like, how different exactly are these two together if they claim to do the same thing? So that's exactly what today's video is going to be about. If you're curious to see how similar or different these two are, then let's get started. I'm starting with this 100% cotton denim vest, and I'm just cutting it down the middle. That way I can dye each side and then just do the comparison like that. Then here we have the two dyes, the denim blue and the bold blue, and I'm just going ahead and giving it a good shake before starting. And then I wasn't sure exactly how much to use for each side, so I just went with half a cup for each. So I'm just pouring it onto my measuring cup. And then I got two buckets that were exactly the same, and here I'm just pouring some hot water and I heated it up in the stove. So I'm just trying to get them as evenly as possible. And then I'm pouring each dye into the bucket. As you can see, I don't know why I went with black buckets because you can't even see anything. So my apologies for that. But here I am just mixing it with a metal spoon. Always make sure when working with dye, use metal utensils. And the instructions do say to add some dish detergent. So I'm just pouring some right here. I'm just adding 2 pumps for each. And then you're also supposed to add some salt if you're working with cotton. So I just did 1/4 of a cup since what I was dyeing wasn't too big. So I just went with that. And then I'm just taking my spoons and mixing everything together. And as you can see, I did a freeze frame right here. Do you see how the denim blue has a more blue tone to it in comparison to the bold blue, which looks like it's just straight up black with like maybe a slight hint of purple? Definitely looking at these two liquids side by side, you could tell that there is a slight difference. And once everything was mixed and ready to go, I dampened the vest and then just put each side into the dye bath. So with this, once again, just use your metal spoon and just dunk it in there. So here it is right after just dunking it. As you can see, both of these absorbed the dye right away. It instantly got blue. It's not as light as it was before, and the colors are definitely different. The denim blue is more blue, while the bold blue is blue, but it has like a hint of purple to it, so there's a slight difference right there. So with this dye, you have to continuously be stirring up to 60 minutes. I'm gonna do the full hour just to see how dark I can get these and to see if there's a difference in color in the end. Here we have it after 5 minutes. So as you can see, the denim blue is still much lighter than the bold blue. The bold blue is looking kind of like it's black. I'm sure it's a very dark blue, but it's definitely leaning way more dark than the denim blue. Here it is after 10 minutes. So the denim blue definitely got darker, but still not as dark as the bold blue. The bold blue still has that very dark hue to it, but you can definitely see that there's different tones to it. The denim blue has more of like a bluish tone to it, while the bold blue kind of looks like it's leaning more purple. And here we have them after 20 minutes. The denim blue is now definitely looking like a dark blue, while the bold blue is still looking black. But remember, they are wet, so they do tend to look darker than they really are, so we're just gonna have to see. And here it is after 30 minutes. So now both definitely very dark, but you definitely see that gradualness of the denim blue getting darker, while the bold blue I feel like instantly got darker right away because you don't really see a slight change with that one. So here we have it after the full-on hour. As you can see, they're both dark, but once you compare them next to each other, there is different hues to it. So the denim blue has more of like a dark blue kind of purplish going on in comparison to the bold blue that is looking kind of just dark. It doesn't really seem like it has a blue hue to it, not even the purple hue that it looked like it did before. So it's kind of interesting that this one is just looking black. So here I have 2 new buckets that I'm pouring hot water into once again. They're not the same shape, but I'm just trying to get them as even as possible. Since the kit did come with the dye fixative, I decided to use it on both of them just to see, and I'm giving it a good shake. So for this, I just decided to use 1/4 of a cup for each. So I'm just pouring that in there and then mixing it with the metal spoon. Once these were dyed, I put them into this dye bath just right away. You can't really tell from the clip because obviously the buckets are black, but there is some dye bleeding. So for this dye fixative, you just have to stir consistently for 20 minutes. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And then once they're ready, I'm just going ahead and taking them out. And then I'm putting them into the sink and I'm going to rinse them with hot water. As you can see, the dye fixative definitely helped because there's no dye bleeding at all. Like you see the water, it's running clear. So I'm here to tell you that the dye fixative does work. So here I am just rinsing it with hot water, and then I'm going ahead and changing it to cold water to lock in the dye. So I'm just giving it a good rinse, and then I'm gonna throw these into the wash alone, and I'm gonna use the delicate cycle, and that's just because I wash all my clothes with that. So then once this is washed, I'm gonna go ahead and let it air dry. And since I did cut this vest in half, I'm just going ahead and sewing it back together. And here they are up close. So here we have the denim blue and the bold blue. So right off the bat, you can definitely tell that they're different shades. So this one is giving me more of medium wash vibes in comparison to this one that is giving me more dark wash vibes. So I know both of these are different shades of blue, but I feel like this one right here is giving me more of a cool tone in comparison to this one that is more of a warm tone. Because with this one, I do feel like it's giving me a like blurple vibe. So it's like kind of blue, but with a hint of purple in it, you know? And some dark washes do tend to be like that. So I wanted to show you how it looks in comparison to actual denim. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we have them next to 3 different washes of denim. We have a medium wash going towards a more darker wash. So these two right here are obviously very similar, but having this one next to this one gives me more of a cooler tone in comparison to this one right here that's giving me more of a warmer tone. That's kind of funny because earlier I was saying that this one has more of a warmer tone, but comparing it to this one, I feel like this one has a warmer tone and this is definitely much more cooler than this one. So these are still in the same dark wash family, but it's just different hues going on. And then we have this one, which isn't the exact same as this one, and this one obviously isn't either. It's more of a lighter wash in comparison to this one. I feel like if you were to mix these two colors together, you would get something similar to this, but comparing this blue right here to these, this one is definitely giving more of a cooler vibe. These are definitely more warmer in comparison to this one. This one is obviously lighter than this one, and I do feel like this one is giving a cool tone, but it's not giving the same blue family as this one. This is kind of more leaning towards like an indigo, while this one is more like a true blue. I don't know how to explain my colors, but I just don't think like they run in the same color story, you know, like the same color family. So they're still all definitely blue, but different color families. And here it is once again. Honestly, I'm super surprised with how different these two actually ended up being. I don't know why I really thought that these two were going to be similar in color with just different undertones. I didn't really think that it was going to be this much of a difference. Like this one is a medium wash while this one is a dark wash. I was really expecting them to be like very, very similar, but I guess I was wrong. So now I'm thinking that the bold blue is probably similar to like a navy dye. I don't know why I think that would compare much better than with the actual denim blue. So for some reason, I really thought that the denim blue was going to get your denim like actually dark, but I guess that one leans more towards like a medium wash in comparison to the bold blue that is meant to darken up your jeans, because as you see in this photo right here, the longer you leave it, the darker it's gonna be. But I left it for the full-on hour just to actually see the payout of these two, and I'm glad I did it because now I know that these two are completely different and they give off two completely different colors. So now with deciding which one is better than the other, I feel like they both serve their own purpose. It all depends what kind of color you're looking for. So if you're starting off with white denim or medium wash denim that is faded that you just want to bring back to life, I would say go with the denim blue, because as you saw, this is going to give you a blue color. So with that, you could either decide if you want to go the full on hour or just make it a lighter wash. So the less that you leave it, the lighter color that it's going to give you. So definitely think about that. You have to think about how long you're going to leave it, how much dye you actually use. So all of that you definitely have to take into consideration. And now if you're starting off with white denim or let's say medium wash denim or dark denim that's faded and your end goal is to get a dark wash, then I would definitely say go with the bold blue, because as you saw, that's going to give you darker results. And with this, again, the longer you leave it, the darker it's going to be. And if you use a lot of dye, then you're going to get an even darker color. So definitely think about that. So if I were to, let's say, have to do a pair of white jeans and like I wanted them medium wash, what I would honestly do, I would do a combination of both right here. I like the saturation of this one, but I like the blue color of this one. So I kind of feel like this would give me the best of both worlds. So if I had to choose, I feel like I would do a little bit of both. I would mix them up, do like even amounts of each just to get like the perfect blue. I feel like that would be my perfect blue right there. So in the end, it definitely all depends on the end result that you're looking for and what you want it to look like. So definitely keep all those little things in mind. So I really hope you guys enjoyed my comparison of the denim blue to the bold blue dye. I hope you learned something new. I always enjoy doing these comparisons. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave me your thoughts in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. And yeah, I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.